Hello, I'm Todd Gunnell.
And I'm Julie Gunnell.
We own Gunnell Landscaping Services. We serve Pender, Brunswick, and of course New Hanover County. We first moved to Wilmington in 1983. We started this business in February of 1997. So we've been partners for a long time. Julie and I come from pretty similar backgrounds. I'm a civil engineer. I grew up, always wanted to be an engineer. I was one for 15 years working with a company and was very successful with the company. I ended up being on the board of directors. It was a top 100 engineering firms in the country, but I was doing a lot of traveling. And I didn't feel like this was what my life was calling for. We just had kids, and I wanted to be around to watch my children grow up. And Julie did pretty much the same thing.
Actually, I'm a chemical engineer, and we just had a natural passion for lawn and taking good care of our yard, and somehow we started talking about starting a business and realizing the flexibility it would give us to spend more time with our children. In engineering, oftentimes you're faced with climbing the corporate ladder, the need to transfer and relocate, and that was just not a path we wanted to go. So anyhow, we started this business together in 1997 and have been together working on it ever since.
I run pretty much the business side of it, the projects and getting the projects. My wife is basically the controller of the business. She has the checkbook, so I guess you would say I work for her. But anyway, what we do is we do the typical mowing service that a lot of people want, especially in the heat of June and July and August. We do a full service for that. We do, the mowing, the edging, the blowing. We also do landscape design and installation. We put in patios. We put in hardscape features. We replace sod, put in plants, and we do that by doing it on taking a photograph of the area. Then we add the plants and the features that the owner may want. And then they can review it and see if that's what they want, or we can modify that. We also do fertilizer, pre-emergence, insecticides to keep your yard looking good year-round. We're also doing something this year we're quite excited about. It's called Moisture Manager. It's a product that goes into the ground, attaches itself to the roots of the plant, and then it attracts water as you get rain or irrigation. Therefore, you don't lose so much water running through the ground. It actually is attracted to the plant, whether it's grass, whether it's a plant or whatever. So there you can save a lot of money on your irrigation, and we know what water bills are doing right now. I used to run my irrigation every other day. Now I run it every 4 days, and it looks great. So I think that's a great product. We understand the challenges that you have with the landscaping in this area, the heat, what plants work well, what plants don't work so well. I grew up in the Piedmont. I know the turf that we used in the Piedmont was quite different than the turf we use here. And because of the heat, you have to do certain things. We have 4 crews of maintenance and 1 crew of landscaping. The crews range from a 2-person crew to a 4-person crew. So we've got about 20 employees. We handle a lot of big commercial properties. Porter's Neck is one that we do for the master HOA, all the common areas in there. And then they've got smaller communities within this area that have 30 or 40 houses in these communities. We do a lot of their work where we're doing the fronts, the backs, controlling their irrigation, helping them make their houses all look the same and look good. We do a lot of residential properties too, and that gives us a lot of challenges from different turf types, different things you have to treat the lawns. The main thing they can't handle is the heat. We get a lot of people that are not from this area and not accustomed to this climate, and they too don't want to do much fertilization. They don't want to, have to come up with the period of when it needs to be fertilized and if it needs to be fertilized. But we've got that all programmed into our system. And it's dependent on the type of turf, whether it's Bermuda, whether it's Zoysia, St. Augustine, Centipede. They've all got different characteristics that need to be treated differently. There are a lot of different pests, and that's when our chemical guy, he knows those pests and takes care of them.
Want to put more water to it, and especially the hotter it is, they think they need to water more and more. And it turns out gray leaf spot is a type of fungus, and it's caused from moisture being on the leaves too long. So they're either watering too often and the grass never even has an opportunity to adequately dry out, or they're watering at the wrong time of day. So anyhow, she called and was concerned about this gray leaf spot and whether she needed to treat for it, or if her grass was just under stress, shouldn't she just water more. So anyhow, clearly what she really needs to do is actually water less, and she definitely needs to treat the fungus immediately because it really can stress the yard, and once you start getting one thing wrong, it opens it up for other problems, and it becomes more susceptible to insect damage.
We have a couple of clients that want us to mow their yard, but they want to take care of the chemicals, and they will suck the nitrogen to it, and it will turn dark green, and then it starts burning out, and next year they can't understand why it didn't come back. You need to know exactly what kind of turf you have, and it doesn't hurt to get a professional to take care of it, because they will do the right thing at the right time, and you don't have to worry about keeping fertilizer in your garage and pre-emergence and the bad stuff, the insecticides. Yeah, the comprehensive way to go is with our services. We can keep your lawn looking good, your plants looking good. We do pruning, we do fertilization of plants, we do replacement of plants, sod. We do pretty much everything that you need for our landscape. The best way to get in touch with us is through our website. We've got our email address in there, and you can send me an email. My email goes right to my phone, so I'll catch it immediately when you send it, and you'll get an immediate response. You can call the office. Right now it's an unmanned office. That's right. I've got to be somewhere managing my crews to make sure they're doing what they're supposed to be doing for our customers. But if you're interested in getting a pretty quick response, it's best to go through the email.